Hi, Professor VKJ with you on YouTube. Really happy to be with you. We'll look at some of the questions. We have Ashwin over there. Go ahead.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
Devanshi Srivas as has, sir. Sir, please post the video in which how we will concern to HR that I am the perfect person for this role.
How do you convince somebody? It is something like, Arey, yaar, you're asking the question like, how do you go to a girl and convince that I'm the most eligible, match for you? You just don't. You just be yourself, because anything that you try to go to convince to do, see, it is something like, I'll give you another better example. If a salesman tries too much to talk to sell himself, the salesman will unsell himself. So just don't do this, guys. Don't do this. You prepare yourself, and how much you can prepare yourself, that will automatically convince. You don't have to do any more convincing. It is like asking the question, how can I drive perfectly without hitting anybody? You need to practice. You need to know the road. You need to know your route. So there is no shortcut in this. You cannot just go to the HR and convince I'm the best guy. There are no shortcuts. Okay, he is not, oh, rishtedar nahi hai. Okay, and even if he is a rishtedar, why would he help you? So soch lo yaar. Just think about it. Don't try any shortcuts. Prepare yourself very well. Know the company. Watch our videos. Watch other videos too. Prepare yourself. Get the confidence. Use the CAPI method. Something. And then you will automatically be seen as the best candidate. Don't worry. Next.
Now, the dark kiddo as asked, how to answer if we don't know the exact answer for the question they are asking.
How to answer? Okay. Very simple. Say, I'm sorry, sir, I don't know. Can I make a note of it? So when you say, can I make a note of the question, it's something like you can pull out a scribbling pad to make a note of it, because there might be other questions. And this shows that you're interested in the subject to take a question that you did not know the answer, which means you communicate to the interviewer that you will be looking out for the answers, and that reiterates your interest in the subject. So if you don't know the answer, you just say, I don't know the answer. And you can also say, can I take a guess? I mean, are there any negative marks if I give a wrong answer? Okay, well, that will dilute the interview setting. So do not do that unless your gut feeling says you can do that and the interviewer has given you the latitude to do that. Otherwise, don't do that. Best is to say, I'm sorry, sir, I don't know. Can I take a note of it? Can I make a note of it? So in that, when you say, I don't know, don't be apologetic or don't sound guilty. Okay, you don't have to feel guilty. So you can just say, yes, I don't know. No, you just look, I'm Professor VKJ, I know so many, but I'm sure you guys can put out some question. I may not know the answer, but for that my confidence level should go down. No, not necessary. No one is an encyclopedia. No one is supposed to know everything, but some of the basics you better prepare. So you will not feel guilty if you're well prepared. See, preparation, you prepare. Where you prepare, that is where luck will come and meet you. Okay? Think that it's a match. You won't go to the match without preparing, would you? So prepare yourself, and that will decrease your guilt and it will increase your confidence. And if there's a question asked, I don't know. I don't know, sir. Can I make a note of it? That's about it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So the next question is from KS Emperor. He has asked, can someone talk about salary package in an interview without them mentioning about it?
Don't. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? It's something like, your resume is going to show what package you already were drawing, and the company already has a fixed policy. So why would you want to go into negotiating something or talking about something which is not being asked? Don't do it as a policy. My sincere advice is don't. Unless you are asked, don't talk about it. Okay? These things are understood. See, getting a job is like getting into a long-term marriage or the longest term marriage in a lifetime. Possible, if possible. Okay? So it is something like, you don't say what you're earning, what I'm earning. No, that sounds too much like a market bargain. So it is something like there has to be some aesthetics. You have to set in. There has to be a sense of belongingness. Maslow's need hierarchy theory. Okay? Social sense. So don't ask or talk about the salary unless you're pulled into that area.
Okay, sir. So the next question is from Shiva Sivaraj. How to make a proper resume?
This is a good question. I always wanted to talk about this one. See, I'm going to dil ki baat. I'm going to talk for the last 3 decades or more, whatever we have seen across the industries. See, to build a resume or your CV, there is no standard dash format. A resume or a CV can be like your own fingerprint. Don't go stereotype. Well, if you want to go stereotype, you can take from any ATS or any standard, go to Naukri or Monster or anywhere, you can look at that format. You go online, you get so many formats are there. Choose any format, but the truth is, your resume is your fingerprint. You don't have to be a copycat. This is the truth. And I can debate this on any forum, any platform, anywhere, anytime. Okay? So, try to cultivate your individual approach. Now, points to note while you make a resume is, your resume should be easy to read, easy to understand, and grasp the essentials in 3 areas. What are those 3 areas? Knowledge, skill, and attitude. Okay? Knowledge means your educational qualification or your whatever you are gaining or bringing from the experience platform. What is your skill? Means what are the projects you have done? Okay, what are the problems you have solved? What are the languages that you know? What are the programming languages? Okay, that is skill. So the skill is your ability to do some task with minimal or no errors. So what's your skill set? And the third one, A, KSA. A is the attitude. Your attitude is your personality. So what are your interests? What are your hobbies? That shows who you are. Now these things should be easily understood. So you can choose any format, chronological order, reverse chronological order, doesn't matter. Okay? If what I'm saying is, sounding to be too free, you feel scared, what? I must do my own resume, and you're going to get said, don't worry about that. You can choose anyone's format. You can choose your senior's format, any format if you want. But what I'm trying to say is, give your touch in that. Your resume should show your style, your touch in that. Now, names. Let us say you're putting your name is Suresh Kumar. Okay, Suresh Kumar. So you can say, my friends call me Suki. Okay, Suku. Okay, so whatever it is. So you can give that style. Show your style. Your resume should carry your style. So choose a format. It's something like, again, look at it. You want to build a house. So suppose someone comes to you and say, please tell me, what is the perfect way to build a house? What will be your reply? Build a house. What's your budget? What are you going to do? How many rooms you want for what? So your resume is like that. You want to make a resume for 1 page? Go ahead. You want to make a resume for 10 pages? Go ahead. In fact, have 3 formats of resumes if you want. A mid format, a long format, a very detailed one, and then a short one, just 1 page. Go for the essentials, go for the 3 areas, knowledge, skill, and attitude, which is shown by your educational qualification, your experience, and your personality. I think, Ashwin, you'll have to help me out in this, because
yes, sir.
If there's some point that I could have missed out, tell this, because the whole idea is this resume has become almost an industry.
Yeah. Yes,
if you don't put a proper resume, and you might be a qualified candidate, the ATS rejects you.
Rejects you, yeah, exactly.
Okay,
yes,
this is the most horrible thing that can happen, even for the HR people. We don't want to lose good candidates. So this resume building has become almost stereotype. It's become like a boogie, it's a boogie man, Mari.
Yeah.
So let's break that myth. And I think from the industry also, the HR heads and others who are watching this, please we need to standardize, this resume issue across the globe. So what is exactly we need, and above all else, listen to this. No matter what resume you guys submit or prepare, the company which is going to take you, every company has got an employment form, employment application form. There we will extract whatever we want from you, in whatever style we want it. So you don't have to worry that some information will not be taken or asked. See, all this confusion, there are many guys out there who are trying to plug in career gaps or less of academic qualification, So when you feel that comparatively your profiling, your skill set is not that strong, you try to, put your attention on the resume, It is something like your car engine is not strong, so you want to polish it, make it shine. It doesn't work that way. The leather has to be strong, then you put the polish on it. So what can you do if you didn't have a very strong educational background? Doesn't matter. APJ Abdul Kalam didn't have a very strong educational background. Didn't he make it? So it is how you start, how you wake up, at what point you wake up. You could have been sleeping, but you wake up and you start preparing. This is life. This is life 100%. So guys, I hope you are satisfied with this answer. Finally, to sum up this, take any standard resume format, build on it. Show your style on it. That's about it.
Sir, I have one more point,
Yeah.
I think, which can be added now since we are in the part of resume. Nowadays, there are more creative resume formats. Many are adding icons and some kind of creative JPEG formats in the resume.
Links.
But recently, I heard about an article, I read an article saying that these icons are preventing ATS from recognizing the resume. So I think it can be avoided because some standard formats, a plain resume is much better than something more creative, unless or until it's completely creative oriented role, right?
Exactly. Try to keep it ASAP, as simple as possible. Okay, resume should be ASAP, as simple as possible. Okay, don't try to complicate it unless the system is asking. Suppose the ATS says, put your creative work or give a backlink and so on and so forth. There are advanced levels. So if it is at that level, you could go ahead. Otherwise, don't try to show off. Your resume should not try to show off something. Okay. Yeah, valid point. Next.
Yes, sir. The next question is from Sarana. இன்டர்வியூக்கு முன்னாடி ஷார்ட் லிஸ்ட் ஆனதும் ஹெச்ஆர்கிட்ட இருந்து ஒரு கால் வரும், அதை எப்படி மேனேஜ் பண்ணி பேசணும்?
ஷார்ட் லிஸ்ட் ஆன பிறகு ஒரு கால் வருது, அதுவும் ஹெச்ஆர் கிட்டேருந்து வருது. ஃபஸ்ட்டு வந்து இந்த மாதிரி கால் வரும்போது நீங்கள் ப்ரிப்பேர்டாக இருந்துக்கங்க. ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது ஒரு பேனா, ஒரு இடம் எழுதுறதுக்கு டக்குன்னு நோட் பண்ணோம். நீங்கள் அந்த இடத்துல வந்து பேர்லாம் எடுத்து நோட் பண்ண முடியாது. வர்ற பர்சன், கால் பண்ணக்கூடிய பர்சன் டைம் இருக்காது. ஸோ பட் கால் பண்ணுற பர்சனோட நேமை குறிச்சிக்கோங்க. யார்கிட்ட பேசுகிறாங்க, ஹெச்ஆர்லேருந்து யார், அவங்க பேர் என்ன, அதை வந்து நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ரொம்ப முக்கியம் இது. அடுத்தபடியாக நீங்கள் என்ன கேட்கணும், அடுத்த லெவலுக்கு நான் என்ன ப்ரிப்பரேஷன் பண்ணணும், ஏதாவது சொல்ல முடியுமா, தோராயமாக எந்த டைமில் வரும், எந்த டேட்டில் வரும் அடுத்த இன்டர்வியூ, ஏன்னா நான் தயாராக இருக்கணும், அது அவங்களே சொல்லிவிடுவாங்க. மற்றபடி இதுக்குள்ளே வந்து உங்களுக்கு அந்த கம்பெனி பற்றி ஏதாவது தகவல் தெரிஞ்சுக்கணும், இல்லை ஏதாவது ஒரு விஷயத்தை வந்து நீங்கள் புரிதல் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னாக்கா அதை நீங்கள் கேட்கலாம். மற்றபடி ஒன்றும் பண்ண தேவையில்லை. ஓகே, நீங்கள் ஷார்ட் லிஸ்ட் ஆகிட்டீங்க அப்படின்னு சொல்லும்போது ரொம்ப கொண்டாட்டத்தை காட்ட வேண்டாம். ஜஸ்ட் பி ஃபார்மல், ஒரு ப்ரொஃபஷனலாக அப்படிங்களா, சரி, ரொம்ப ஃபைன். அடுத்தது என்ன டேட்டு, டைமு, உங்கள் பேர் என்ன, நீங்கள் எந்த டிவிஷன், எந்த டிபார்ட்மெண்ட், நீங்கள் என்ன, ஆர் யூ ஹூ யூ ஆர், அதை குறிச்சிக்கோங்க. அவ்வளோதான், இதுதான் பண்ணணும். இதை தவிர வேறு ஏதாவது இருக்கா?
இல்லை, ஐ திங்க் இட்ஸ் ஃபைன் சார்.
இதுதான் மற்றபடி வேறு ஒன்றும் இல்லை வேறு ஏதாவது உள்நோக்கத்தோட ஏதாவது கேள்வி வந்திருக்கா, இதில் ஏதாவது கேள்வி இருக்கா?
இல்லை சார். சம்டைம்ஸ் டெலிஃபோன் ரவுண்ட்ல ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் இன்டர்வியூ நடத்துகிறாங்க. இப்போது ரெகுலராக நான் ரீசெண்டாக தெரிஞ்சது, டெலிஃபோன் ரவுண்ட்லேயே உங்களை லைட்டாக இரிட்டேட் பண்ணி ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் இன்டர்வியூ பண்ணுவாங்க. பட் தட் ஆர் மோஸ்ட்லி ஓரியன்டட் டு மேனேஜ்மெண்ட் ரூல்ஸ்.
உஷாராக இருந்துக்கங்க. என்ன டைப் ஆஃப் இன்டர்வியூ, அடுத்தது வந்து என்ன லெவலில் என்ன டைப் வரும் அப்படின்னு கேட்கலாம். அவங்க என்ன தான் சொன்னாலும் எப்படி இருந்தாலும் உங்களோட பொறுமையை வந்து நீங்கள் காமிச்சிக்கங்க. அந்த அஸ்வின் சொன்ன மாதிரி இரிட்டேட் ஆகாதீங்க. ஓகே, குறிச்சிக்கங்க, டீட்டெயில்ஸ் வச்சு குறிச்சிக்கங்க. ஏதாவது அவங்க பேசுகிறது கேட்கல அப்படின்னாக்கா மறுபடியும் கேட்டு வாங்கிக்கோங்க. எந்த நேரம், எந்த காலத்தில் இந்த கால் வந்தது அதையும் குறிச்சிக்கங்க. டேட் அண்ட் டைம், எப்போ இவங்க கால் பண்ணாங்கன்னா அந்த லாகும் வந்து முக்கியம். லாக் இஸ் வெரி இம்பார்ட்டன்ட். அண்ட் பி கூல், பி ரிலாக்ஸ்ட். ஆல் த பெஸ்ட் சார். வேறு எதாவது இருந்தாக்க கேளுங்க சார்.
நெக்ஸ்ட் கொஸ்டின் ஐ ஆம் ரிஷாந்த் கேட்டிருக்காங்க சார். How to excel in aptitude and technical even though we are not well prepared?
How to excel when you are not well prepared? Then you have to depend on luck. Luck oda definition Dale Carnegie சொன்னதுதான். Luck is that meeting point between the alertness of your mind and all the opportunities passing by. So aptitude test க்கு வந்து luck போடுறதோட நீங்க prepare பண்ணணும். Why am I talking in Tamil? Probably Saravanan should. Yeah, that thing is continuing. So, okay, back to what's his name? What's this guy's name? Rishant. Yeah, okay, Rishant. The best way, Rishant, is to prepare yourself. Okay, aptitude test has got the best way out of aptitude test is through it. Okay, so prepare for the logical reasoning. Try to crack question banks, solve the question banks. But above else, know that the aptitude test alone is not going to decide your candidature. Okay, it will have a certain weightage. Okay, some get rejected, but mostly from what we have seen, we know that no one will have a very great aptitude in logical reasoning. So, they have a scale. The scale can be anywhere between 5.5 to 6.5 or 7. We are not expecting a 10 out of 10 or a 9. Okay, we know that. So depends upon the candidates that are available. So prepare yourself. That's the only thing we can say.
Yes, sir. Is there any specific thing in aptitude that can help them score much better marks than competitors? Like, should they focus more on English or grammar, or should they focus more towards decision making or logical reasoning?
No, that depends on the job description.
Okay, got it.
Suppose it is a content creator and they have to, write a lot of writing is there, a lot of editing work is there, then obviously the emphasis will be on English and grammar.
Yeah.
Okay. But if it is, let us say, systems analyst or a business analyst, then there will be a lot of emphasis on the logical boxes, logical listening,
And data
then on the data analysis and the technicalities. So this aptitude will be dependent. So you look at the job description and then you can get probably whoever is conducting the interview or the company, you can ask them to give some guidelines. So every company is bound to give guidelines to the candidates who are supposed to come for the interview, and these guidelines can tell for this position, this designation, what is expected from them, what levels of competency is expected from them, and according to that you can prepare. Yeah.
Now, Surya EXE has asked a question, sir. How to overcome the interview pressure and scary side of overthinking while attending an interview?
This is a common repetitive question that has been done, but I'll tell it once again for Surya, right? Surya EXE.
Yes, sir.
That's the specialty of MBA Yoga Guru, MyG. Okay, MBA, what we try to say is mind, body, alert. Master of Business Administration, that's what is a degree, but here MBA stands for mind, body should be alert. So how do you make your mind, body alert? So use Kung Fu, use Karate, use Yoga, use exercise, do exercise, jogging or something. So when you feel you're dull, when you feel scared, okay, the best way to come out of that scary feeling or the dull feeling or a feeling where you don't have the confidence, try exercising. Take a brisk walk, do a little jog, play badminton, sweat yourself, and then go to prepare. You will find a totally different world, trust me. It has saved thousands of people. People have come back, they've given me this feedback. Okay? In my own life, many people's life. I don't have to tell you this. So I'm reminding you guys. Okay? So your confidence level, that scary feeling, you want to come out of that, exercise. You have an interview. Every day you should exercise. Not just on the day for the interview. That will make you tired. See, there's one thing. Muscle has a memory. So you have an interview at 1 o'clock. And then today you have to get, so you remember what Professor VKJ said and said, oh, he said exercise. So today let me start exercising. So you go and do exercise. Your muscle is already tensed because at 1 o'clock the interview is there. You get my point? So the cell or the muscles which are tensed because there's a 1 o'clock anticipated interview you are putting it to more exercise. This is like putting the brake on and pressing the accelerator. Why would you do this? Don't do that. So bring exercise. That means your body will show your body language, the confidence. Your body is the most valuable instrument. So invest and spend time. Exercise every day. So every day when you're exercising, you will notice that your confidence level is increasing. Or join a dojo class. Join a badminton class. Do something, sweat. You need to have a workout for at least minimum 20 minutes every day. Minimum 20 minutes. A good exercise time would be for 40 minutes. Then you prepare. So you should have the exercise and preparation. Then you prepare your aptitude, your English, your grammar, your resume, etc., etc. You will find that it will blend in very well. Your mind will set into the body. And then you become a weapon. You're like a weapon who can go to the interview. Okay, you're like a machine. It's the man and the machine. Your body is a machine. So there's no need for you to go for more. Don't get caught in the trap of overdoing something. So because there are people, once you go to a gym or somewhere, they'll try to pull you into bodybuilding. But your role is to become a business analyst, not bodybuilder. So you should know the moderation. That means you should know how to handle the clutch. How much to do, where to stop. So remember that regulation. That's very important. So this is the best way you can handle the stress. Now, not only about the interview, what about after you get the job? You go on the job every day if you are going to be stressed? you're going to get scared, then what will be your life? Think about it. So this all boils down to, look at our videos. We have spoken a lot about how to develop your personality and confidence. Do direct message us if you have some more questions. But I think I have told enough. So you can use meditation, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Meditation, or listen to some music, good music. Organize yourself, don't waste your time. And the question was how not to overthink.
Yes, sir.
That overthinking will go when you play a game or when you exercise. And when you hear music, try singing a song, try humming a song. So when you try to hum a song, your overthinking will stop. The other way, when overthinking is there, madness, it's like you're being put on stage and you have to talk in front of an audience. You're so scared. So here's another technique. So scared, you're shivering, I don't know, maybe somebody. Okay? What is the best way? Think of 3 names. Wherever you are, look at 3 objects and tell the name of the object. Cup, mic, book. Okay? Tell 3 colors, blue, black, say green. And try to think about 3 smells that you have. This is a psychological method. This is like putting a brake on a fast moving overthinking mind. So look for 3 objects, 3 sounds. So why 3? Can I do 4? Go ahead. So this is the way you distract an already scared mind by bringing it to a uniform form. A uniform. Okay. Was my explanation enough? Were you able to understand, Ashwin, what
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying? Will they understand? Yeah. So yeah, if there's above all else, if you can't follow something, please ask us. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So the next question is similar to the previous question. It is asked by Praveen05. So preparing our mental health before interview is so tough. Anxiety gets to top before entering the room. How should we handle it?
Yeah, Praveen. So, like the last method you can do, because anxiety gets in. So once anxiety comes in, then you become nervous, and whatever you prepared, you lose that also. Now, this all boils down to memory management. Please don't think about your earlier failures or the failures of others. Imagine if Mike Tyson is to go for boxing. I mean, he lost with Paul recently, but that's okay. But when he was at his peak, okay, if he's going to go for boxing and he thinks about how others lose the boxing match, and that is going to be in his memory, he'll probably get knocked out. You get what I'm trying to say? So
Yes.
best is not to think what not to think. Think what you have to think. So how do you do that? So when you feel that anxiety is there, distract the mind. You are sitting and waiting. Now next your call is going to come and you're going to go in. Don't even look at the interview, what he's going to ask. Okay, you could go blank. Instead, look at the table, look at a flower vase and say, this is a nice picture. Try to distract or hum your favorite tune. You must surely have some favorite song. Okay, hum that favorite tune. Or if you have some goosebumps, you have some goosebump scenes like Bahubalis. Okay, goosebump scenes, and you have a headset. Now you can watch that Bahubali scene, where he comes out bursting earth, goes through fire, goes through water, goes through air, and then lands on. You know that scene what I'm talking? Okay, you watch that scene, if you get, or any other scene, whatever you like. Okay, hum a song. Take away your mind, because your mind gets agitated thinking, too self-centered, what is going to happen once you go inside. Okay, so look at this way. Finally, what is going to happen? What will happen? You go inside, you lose the interview, no? Okay, no problem. No problem. Look at the worst scenario. This is for anxiety, guys. The worst scenario is the interviewer might take the book and throw, or you might take something and throw on them. Or you land up in a problem. So think about the worst. Already you're scared means think about something more worst. And then you can start to laugh. Here's one more technique. You're feeling very anxious and you still have another 10 minutes. You can just tell the concerned person, I'm just going to the restroom. Okay? Go to the restroom, splash your face with water, look at your face in the mirror and say, what a wonderful person I am. Why am I getting so anxious? Why am I getting so scared? Then wipe yourself, comb your hair, take a deep breath and just say, I'm going to do this interview. I'm going to take it relaxed. Above all else, walk into the interview room. Okay, here's the third or fourth or whatever technique you want, number it. You just tell the interviewer, sir, can you give me a few seconds? I'm feeling a bit nervous. Tell the truth. Sir, waiting outside, it was very nervous. I'm already having anxiety. Sir, can I have some water or something? Be point blank. Don't feel ashamed on that. Every interviewer, we also go through this process in some way or the other. No matter how strong the interview can be a virus also, but when he goes back home, he's afraid of his wife or his mother. So we all go through anxious moments. You send some number and then the amount didn't go or some other amount has gone. So you get scared. This happened for me also. Who doesn't get anxious? We all get anxious. The point is move towards truth. Tell it. Be frank. And then you can come out of that. Okay? So try all these techniques. If you're still not satisfied, I'll just say you didn't try the technique. But I'm sure, see, I've handled so many students, so many corporate executives, so many people, and some method works out for somebody. If it doesn't work out, they are too confused. Do DMS. I don't think it'll happen. What's his name? Praveen.
Praveen05.
Praveen05. I'm sure you can select some method in this. I'm sure you're going to do great. Okay? Good luck to you, man. Yeah. Any more questions or shall we call it a day?
This is the last question, sir.
Okay, good.
This is from Shamu26.
Okay.
How not to get kicked out in the first round?
You don't get kicked out. How not to get kicked out in the first round? You don't get kicked out means you just don't bother about getting. Why does it bother you? Okay. How not to get kicked out? It's something like we are going to Olympics, or how not to get kicked out in the heats. Okay. So what will you suppose some sports guy comes and says, I'm going for this, and they're having this heat section, and how not to get kicked out in the first preliminary round. Okay. You watch the movie Chak De. So they get knocked out in the first thing also, but still they fight back. There are so many movies, so many stories are there. So the best way, if you ask me sincerely, in all sincerity, I'll say, prepare yourself. And if you get kicked out in the first round, remember what Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam said. Fail. First attempt in learning. It's okay. It's okay to get kicked out in the first round. But if you're continuously getting kicked out in the first rounds in continuously many places, I think you need to, watch Dangal. So it is you need to prepare. And even after preparation, if you're getting kicked out, I think there's something you need to check. You need to talk to some career counselor or check your psych, because probably you're getting nervous. Okay? Or not to get kicked out is the primary thing. Don't worry about that. Focus on how to compete. Okay, focus on what questions will come. Prepare on that. Suppose you prepare on some company and then you go there, they're asking a different question. You say, sir, I have prepared only on these questions. You ask me on these questions, I can answer. Other question, I cannot answer, sir, I'm sorry, I can make a note. Something like that. So don't worry about getting knocked off. And when you stop worrying about getting knocked off in the first round, you will start preparing better. And I'm sure, not the first round, not the second round, even the third and the final round, you will get your dream offer, you will get your dream job offer sooner, if not later. Good luck to you. What's this guy's name? Shambhu. Okay. Shambhu, good luck to you, Shambhu. And keep watching MyG. This is Professor VKJ and Ashwin, who's at the back, who's doing the recording for us. So he's not there. So we come in all different moods. We are out here. So do DM us. And I think we are bridging the gap between the IG, Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah.
So let's use both the platforms to add value. Let us know in what other way we can help you. This is Professor VKJ requesting and helping you, with Ashwin, signing off. Make it a great day, guys. Good luck to you all. Bye.